Alright folks, let's dive into the world of Ghost of Yōtei, a game that is not just your regular sequel, but a stunning evolution of everything that made Ghost of Tsushima such a masterpiece. If you thought the first game had breathtaking visuals, epic sword fights, and a gripping story, buckle up. This next chapter is going to blow your mind. So, let's set the stage. Picture this, it's 1603, nearly 300 years after the events we lived through as Jin Sakai in Ghost of Tsushima. But now we're leaving the island of Tsushima behind and heading north, to the base of the majestic Mount Yōtei in Hokkaido, Japan. It's a completely new setting, wild, untamed, and untouched by the samurai clans we once knew. In this new world, everything feels raw, almost primal. There's no Mongol invasion this time, but that doesn't mean the stakes are any lower. We're stepping into the boots of Atsu, a new ghost. Now, if you're wondering about Atsu, let me tell you she's not your average warrior. She's a Ronin, which means she doesn't have a master, and her journey is personal. Imagine the tension of being in a land where order and structure, like the samurai codes, don't dominate. That freedom is what Ghost of Yōtei plays on. Atsu's story is deeply tied to the land, the people, and the animals that roam these untamed lands. You'll even meet a wolf during the journey, a subtle nod to how the wilderness isn't just the backdrop but an essential part of the experience. Speaking of wilderness, let's talk about the setting itself. Hokkaido, especially in 1603, is a canvas of breathtaking beauty: snowy forests, grasslands stretching beyond the horizon, and ridges bursting with wildflowers. The environment is more than just eye candy, it feels alive. The wind you loved so much in Tsushima, it's back, but now it feels even more realistic. Imagine standing on a cliff, watching the wind ripple through the grass below as it stretches into the horizon. The PlayStation 5's power is flexing hard here. The world feels organic, with massive sightlines, dynamic skies filled with auras, and the kind of nature effects that'll make you forget you're playing a game. But what about the combat? That's where things get exciting. Sucker Punch has kept the core swordplay mechanics that made Tsushima so exhilarating, but they've added new layers of depth and innovation. Atsu, being a Ronin, has a different fighting style than Jin. You'll feel the difference immediately. The gameplay introduces new weapons and mechanics, allowing you to approach combat in fresh and unexpected ways. Whether it's stealth, head-on combat, or something more creative, Ghost of Yōtei gives you the freedom to craft your own strategies. Now, let me tell you why this game matters beyond just being a technical marvel. It's a story about vengeance, but not the kind you might expect. Atsu's journey isn't just about revenge, it's about survival in a world where power isn't defined by titles or clans. This is an underdog story, through and through. You're playing as someone who doesn't have the same support system as Jin did with the samurai clans. That vulnerability makes Atsu's journey all the more compelling. You're not just a warrior, you're someone fighting against overwhelming odds in a land that's both beautiful and brutal. And yes, for those wondering, the music is back in full force. If you love the sweeping orchestral scores and the serene moments of tranquility in Tsushima, you're in for a treat. But here's the twist, there's a subtle cowboy twang to the soundtrack. Yep, Atsu's interactions with wild horses and wolves bring a unique flavor to the atmosphere. It's a blend of old-world Japan with a kind of raw frontier energy. It feels fresh yet familiar, like a perfect evolution of the tone set in the first game. You might be thinking, okay Alvin, but is this just a rehash of Ghost of Tsushima? Absolutely not. Ghost of Yōtei stands on its own with a fresh narrative, a completely different landscape, and new challenges that make it feel distinct while still retaining the soul of the original. Sucker Punch has built this game from the ground up for the PS5, and it shows. Everything from the smallest blade of grass to the grandest vistas has been meticulously crafted to immerse you in this world. And here's the best part, you'll have more control over Atsu's story than ever before. The choices you make will shape the narrative, allowing for deeper engagement with the world and the characters you meet along the way. That's something I'm particularly excited about because it means every playthrough could feel different, tailored to how you want to experience Atsu's journey. So whether you're a fan of intense sword fights, love getting lost in open-world exploration, or crave a deep, personal story of survival and vengeance, Ghost of Yōtei has something for you. This game isn't just a follow-up to Tsushima, it's the next big leap in the franchise, pushing the boundaries of what action-adventure games can offer. Now, I know you're as hyped as I am, and there's plenty more to explore about this game: details about the combat, the world design, and even the animals you'll encounter. But for now, let's pause here. If you want to dive deeper, check out the description for more info and drop a comment with your thoughts. Are you excited to take on the role of Atsu? Do you think this game will top Ghost of Tsushima? Let's keep the conversation going. Oh, and don't forget, like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next update. Trust me, there's so much more to come. Catch you next time, folks.